Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video is for the monthly Smash or Stash collab. It's hosted by Beth, who's Bourbon Creek Crafts, and Teresa, Fresh and Renewed with Teresa. And it's just to get you to use up items that you might have forgotten about in your stash. Each month there is a theme or like an item that we are to create with. For this month in August, we were to use sequins. Now sequins, I have like a ton of them because I've gotten them from like, I have this little, it's not really like a part, well, I guess they sell a lot of like party supply stuff as well as napkins and like houseware type things. They have lots of different shaped sequins there. And I've gotten Dollar Tree sequins and swaps and stuff like that. But I had no clue what I was going to do for this collab because to me, pretty much the only thing I think of when I think of sequins is to make a shaker. I was trying to be, try to come up with something different, something not obvious to do. Couldn't come up with anything, so I did make some shaker cards, but I kind of used some creative items in my craft room. But real quick, these are the sequins that I used. I used the blue out of here. I've used some of these little blue flower sequins, and I used some of just the gold only, and then I used this variety of colors, and then a couple of these leaf shaped sequins, and then this is the paper that I used for 2 of the cards. It's Teresa Collins, and it is called, I guess, Everyday Moments. So I used that pad, and let me go ahead and move this out of the way. The first card is this one. I just made little 3x4 note cards. I made 2 3x4 note cards and 2 3x3 note cards. These are just some little chipboard frames that I happened to find when I was just going through a bunch of stuff recently. I don't know if I was gifted these in a swap or because I just had this one and the one that's on the next card, and they're sort of thicker frames. And then I have some acetate from a pack. It's actually a 25 sheet pack of acetate that I had gotten a while back, like sometime last year on Amazon. And then I just used a little bit of glitter and some, I'm not sure what these little tiny blue, they almost look like baby sequins. I mean, they're really itty bitty. And then here, I should have only used one of the flowers because it's kind of stuck. But the other things move around it, so it just kind of floats right there in the middle. Then I added a few more of the sequins in the corners and put some bling in the middle. And then I took some of that paper from the 6x6 pad and cut it down just a 1/4 inch smaller than the card, and then took my scissors and just roughed up the edges. I know I have one of those paper edging tools. I could not figure out where I had it right now, so I just grabbed my scissors and just kind of scruffed up the edges just for a little added interest. And then I had these scraps of blue glitter cardstock that was left over from another project. I just had 3 of them, and they were all the same size, so I just kind of put them across the back there just to add something else to the card. And these are blank inside, and so I could take like a piece of like white cardstock if I wanted to cut it into like a little banner shape, maybe put like a something across the front there if I wanted to put some kind of sentiment on there, or I could just write something inside here. So I just left them blank so I could decide what I wanted to do later with them. This next one I love the collars. It's like a more fallish collared card. This frame here has these like dots, sort of, they look like they've been kind of like put paint on the end of a pencil or something and just kind of dabbed it on, but it's real pretty brown and sort of a rusty red looking and a light blue. And so and there's also yellow in here, so a lot of really pretty fall collars. And there is one of the leaves in there, and some of the little blue sprinkle things, and some gold glitter. This card here had white, like sort of a iridescent white glitter. This one has gold glitter, and then gold sequins, and that one leaf that's down there. And then I just added 3 sequins here, just to use up sequins in a different way. And then one of the leaves I just put there on the side with a little gold bling on it. And I love how that one turned out. I think it's really, really pretty. And the gold glitter kind of dusted the inside of the acetate. So it almost is like it's a sparkly acetate now. So there's that one. And then the 2 3x3 cards that I made are pretty much the same. I had these hearts, these little, the negatives of hearts that I had punched out for some projects I made for the embellishments on the 11th collab. I had made some, punched out some glittery hearts. And so I decided to keep these because they were pretty well square. And it looked like they were kind of evenly, you know, placed in the middle of the squares, so that like there's close enough to be in kind of the same amount of border on each side to where it looks pretty even. Makes a nice little heart shape there. So I just did the same thing with this as I did with the frames. I just glued the acetate to the back side of the heart cutout, and then just layered up the foam tape and put a piece of paper over the back after I just filled in some of the little pretty rainbow colored sprinkles or sequins, and then just added a few there just as another decoration. I really love these. I love that yellow background with all the different colors. And again, I just took the scissors and roughed up the edges. And these, I think these are super cute. I love these 2 cards here, and they'd be fun just to tuck into a swap or a gift. Fun little all occasion card here. And so that was really, really quick and easy. And when I actually ran across these on my desk, I instantly thought, you know, make them into shakers. So I stuck them up in my container that I keep like die cuts and ephemera pieces. And so I was able to go right to them and use them for this collab project. So there are the 4 cards that I made using sequins. I kind of was hoping to come up with something a little bit more creative, a little bit different than just a shaker card. But I really like how these 4 turned out. And since I've only ever made like probably 2 shakers in my life before, this was something, you know, not the easiest thing for me to make like it would be for a lot of people. But I think they turned out cute, and I thought it was a creative way to use these little frames and die cut leftovers. And I'm looking forward to seeing what everyone else in the collab has done this month. I'm sure there's going to be some amazing projects made with sequins, and I cannot wait to see how everyone else has chosen to use up their sequins. Their links will be down in the description below, so you can check them out. And I will talk to everyone in the next video. Take care.